Hello, testing. There we go. Now I have mic input. Of course, now I do. There we go. Hello and welcome to Derp Nerd Plays KSP, aka Buzz66 Boy. How's it going, guys? Sorry for the mic problems. Whew. I don't even know if anyone will be up. Not great if they aren't, but I'll live and we can just mess around a little bit. Alright, let's just checking my YouTube right now. Hey guys, what's up? Alright. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. It is time to play the Kerbal. And what shall we do today? Alright, what are we gonna do? Alright. What shall we do today? Oops. I think so that we will. Oh, hey, little Ray Ray, what's up? Yeah, I know I'm late, and I said I wasn't streaming on my YouTube, if you even got that. But I ended up getting home earlier than I thought. See how fast a jet I can make? At what altitude? Okay, let's hire all the stupid guys. Oh, I clicked on the runway. Okay, you have to make some restriction on it, like one. Okay, you can't just. You have to give me an altitude restriction. I think that's the most logical thing. Oh yeah, okay. So if you go here, and if you want to just launch a rocket like straight off the bat or a plane, because usually if you're in the editors, you have the option in the VAB or SPH. But when you're not in the editors and you just go straight to the launch pad, it'll come up and pop up with ask you what crew you want. See? And so I can go in and I can pick, and it's a really nice menu. I can sort by how many parts there are and how many stages there are apparently. But then you can go in and pick guys for your crew. And apparently you can delete. Oh, that's neat. I haven't even explored some of this. Alright. So, altitude restriction, I will need. Engine restriction is would make it good. 250 part rocket. Did I show you the setting with the hold on. I'll show you this setting. Alright, this will cause you to have like here, I'll go over to my Kevi 1500 launch. And we're gonna launch it, and I'm gonna show you how, like, why it doesn't seem like I have lag, but I'll show you different things you'll be like, what's going on? All right, so here we go. This is a 400 some part rocket, mostly because of the struts, and I've actually had in the one that worked, one of the stages failed. Yeah, the physics time. But I'll show you what it does, and then you can decide whether you want to do it or not. This will slow it down so your processor can handle it. It'll just make everything go in slow motion. Essentially. Yeah. They're usually worth it though. Okay, see the time up here? Okay, I'm gonna turn this on. And I can actually show, where is it? Input lock stack? No, flight debug, there it is. Okay, physics time ratio. So right now we're going at about a quarter the actual speed of the normal game, like 1 second to 1 second. You'll notice my throttle response is really slow. And, okay, now we're up to like 0.4, so we're hovering around 0.3. So I'm going to launch it after I control from here. And everything will be like slow motion. even that falling off almost. But see, now I'm at like 0.25. And as I stage, see how everything's going like slow motion and I'm only like 10 seconds into it? And now, as stuff becomes unloaded, that'll fix itself to be almost 1 times. Okay, but you get the idea. Yeah. It runs better. So do you want me to show you how to do that? I'm waiting for your response right now. Okay, well, if you change it in-game, the max you can do is 0.3. If you come in your settings file and you find it, let's see where it is. Something DT. Max physics DT per frame. Just put that to 0. It should be, the lowest thing you can do is like 0.03. Just put it to 0 and it'll interpret it and make it run like this. Yeah, once you get a certain part count, your textures and lighting really won't matter. I do recommend you turn off VSync, and the other thing I recommend you turn down or almost completely off is anti-aliasing. You don't really need it, but you know, it'll look nicer if you have it. For some reason, VSync, when I look at a VSynced like display, I can actually like Minecraft. Okay, they have VSync. And not only does it kill my frame rate, I go from like 300 frames per second to like 60, but it also like messes with my eyes and it's really screwy. Alright, so fast plane. Okay, so optimizing the game. The actual game itself runs on multiple cores, and they don't have it set up for 64-bit, but the RAM isn't really what affects it, because there's like there's only a certain part count the RAM can handle, but that's in the thousands, and it'll make your game crash and stuff because the RAM can't handle loading everything. But if you stay under like 2000, you usually don't deal with the RAM, which is what 64-bit limit or 32-bit limits to. And so what's actually happening is the physics engine, so how they calculate the physics, is the only thing that can't run on multiple cores. But that's the problem, is that's like 90% of the game right there, is calculating physics between parts, right? Oh, you notice I got updated mechjeb. It's always handy to have for delta V calculations or whatever you want to do. No, actually. Unfortunately, because KSP is actually almost completely CPU reliant. So that's why I have almost all my settings up, because most of the calculations are done by the CPU, but the graphics themselves are done by the GPU. Like, they don't use NVIDIA's physics engine or anything like that. They actually have to dedicate it. Basically, they use one of your processors, which is why it's so inefficient. But I would like to see something like some process, you know, some like the physics engine. I don't know what the ATI or AMD equivalent of that is. Alright, let's try and get wings on this thing. Okay, and a vertical stabilizer. And some... They have something. It's similar, but it's not the same. I can't think of the name. Like, it's not... It's like... It's meant for the same purpose, basically. It's not the same thing exactly. Okay. There we go. And then we need air intake. In fact, I think we could go with a basic... No, let's go with a turbojet. And then we'll need an air intake. Alright, so this is for the jet speed challenge. You know I have an actual, like, a rocket fuel tank on there instead of a jet, but that's because of weight. I'm pretty sure this doesn't weigh that much. Hold on, I'm squeaking. Can you hear that squeaking? 0.00 times. Oh, I didn't realize that showed longitude and latitude. Hide flight debug. Alright. Throttle up. Activate engine. Control surfaces would have been handy. So almost 200. Whoa. That was pretty cool though. Dude, one more time. So, but if I get higher, I can actually go faster. Notice we've already used up almost half our fuel. Yeah, kinda. They finally did some significant terrain texturing under the water. I can't see it right now, but there's like a couple ridges. So we got up to 330 in this thing. I want to make sure we're over land. This is funny. We could fly upside down. Not really. That was pretty cool. Pretty much anything. Alright. So what are you looking for? Like an actual like rocket design or like a lander? Alright. Let's see what happens when we swap that out with a basic jet engine. What's max thrust? 150. Okay. Rocket designed to get it there. Okay. We'll do that after I fly this. We'll look at it. I'm gonna actually be coming out with more tutorials soon. Probably tomorrow. Need to work on it. Also, new secrets of the Kerbal reverses in the works. I don't know if you've seen those on my channel. But, yeah, I've been working on that. Oh, well, I've been generating ideas for it. I can't say I've actually, like, made anything for it yet. That was kind of cool. Oh, man. You know, that's what we should do. I'll show it to you with mechjeb. We will do a space plane somewhere. I might get it from an old save, though. Like, the actual space plane design itself. Let's see how low we can fly. Not low enough. Oh yeah, there we go. Not that low. Yeah. And I couldn't recover out of that. Alright, let's go again. Last time, and then we'll build a space plane. Look at that thing. See if we can break 200. Just going really low, under 500. Yep. Looks like missiles on there, doesn't it? This isn't very fast for down here. Yeah, yeah, I've had to kind of look up a lot of the Easter eggs. In all truth, I found a couple random. I found the moon arches on my own. Not all of them. I found the Apollo Memorial randomly one day. I knew it was where well, no, I didn't really know where it was. I just kind of was messing around. I flew past it. It was flying like a lander, except it had a lot of Delta V left. So I was like, let's see how fast we can go as soon as we hit 500. 233. Coming in for landing. I wonder. Hold on, I have an idea. New SAS makes this wonderful to fly, though. Must say, it's great. That's me in the corner. Okay, let's... I was gonna land on top of it, but... oh well. Vert to spaceplane hangar. Submarines? I've actually seen submarines in Kerbal Space Program. I tried to make some, but they just, they were impractical. Because orange tanks sink, so what they did was they strapped a ton of stuff onto a bunch of orange tanks, and they sank it to the bottom with a Kerbal in it. And like they had rockets to it to propel it. Or maybe it was like a propeller mod, I don't remember. Nope, we went old. Buzz. Ships. ASPH. Over 8K? No, I didn't trust that one. We'll copy 7K and counting, and then over 8K. I think it was these two. And I'll show you, see if we can do an SSTO mission, because those are always awesome. Hopefully they load up. Over 8K stock? Did I copy and paste that in the wrong thing? I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not stock. Yeah, I bet I did. I probably went ships SPH, didn't I? Yes. Crap. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So I guess I already had the over 8K ones. Let's see which one this one is. Yeah, it would, but I don't think they have any ideas to make that happen soon. So it wasn't this one, though that does get into orbit. This one works, but I don't think... Hey, mechjeb still works on it. That's great. Okay. Wait, where'd it go? Okay. So, this one works. However, I don't think I could land it on a planet. I think I landed one of these guys on a planet and took off successfully. Yeah, it was this guy, I think. You interested in trying out like an SSTO mission? You could just go to like Minmus or Mun or something. I don't think I've actually flown any of the 8K. Okay. I haven't flown any of the 8K ones, but I don't know if they have enough thrust to get them off a planet without oxygen. So, I'm going to stick mechjeb on it. And I'm also going to put power on it because that needs to happen because of the update. Wrong tab. I thought I put you down there. Okay. And then put mechjeb there. Okay, 8029. What action groups do I have set up? This one theoretically could get to Laythe. I thought about it. Okay, 3, 4, and 5. So it goes, we want to go 3, 4, 5, and then at launch, and then we hit 5, 4, and 3. Okay. Though we could just let mechjeb manage our air intakes. Who shall brave this daring craft? We shall take a courageous and stupid one, so it looks like Danbald. Danbald or Chadbald? Both of them are bald. Your choice. The problem with Laythe on this would be actually the landing, because it's so hilly. Chadbald? Chadbald it is. Alright, Chadbald, you are going to attempt an SSTO mission to Laythe, I think. And I think... Should we do all stock? Should we risk mechjeb? Oh yeah, the islands are tiny. It's nice when you have a jet because you can fly around. Yeah, yep. Bring it for Delta V. Okay. Okay. Decent point, decent point. I mean, all the rest of the craft is stock, so... It'd also be good to help us figure out our intercepts and whatever. We can just use it. I don't mind. All my, you know, we're just testing to see if it's possible with this airplane. Because, I mean, 8,000 meters per second of Delta V. And that'll go up once we burn off the jet fuel. I know it can get there. I just don't know about the landing. We might have to land it like 5-10 times before we can get one that doesn't explode on. I actually had a version that I tried to put like 30 parachutes on it, but it would always rip apart. Alright. Utilities. Auto stage 1, so that's new. Brakes. 1? Yep. This thing looks retarded, but it's actually pretty awesome. flies fairly well. But it takes all the way, the entire runway, to take off, if I remember correctly. Okay, we're good. New textures. There we go. Why is it red? I think it's managing our air intakes. Yeah, it is. Alright, off we go. I could probably just be like 50%. Alright. No, mechjeb's managing them right now. I could do it manually, and I have before, but while we have mechjeb, we may as well. See, manage air intakes right here. It's pretty handy. Alright. I always thought it looked funny because the tail fins are out here. It would be cool if we could like toggle the control surfaces, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it usually burns through like a full tank of the before we get up anyway. Okay, so this one's closed, right? Look at the drag, 0.3. When they're open, like this, like one of these guys somewhere. So, there. Look at the drag. Hold on. Look at the drag. So you get more drag from an open intake than a closed intake. So as long as you have the bare minimum of air for your jet engines to run at full power, then it's always better for you to have closed intakes. So that... oh crap. I'm lucky I have that on a hotkey. We hardly burned anything, so that's good. Okay, so we're getting near 10k. Around 12k I flatten out. I just basically try and get to 12k as fast as possible. And that's empty. Almost. It will run it into this orange tank on jets, but that's okay because we're actually gaining delta V right now. Oh, it's not showing it. Well, you can't see it yet, but you will. Nope, nothing. There's no weather. They'll eventually probably add it, but I mean, Kerbal is ideal for rocket flights because of that. Alright, let's get ready to pitch down. Around 11,000, I'll pitch down to that. And then we'll see where it goes from there. Notice our speed's increasing, that's good. It's always good. So now we want to put it about 25 and just let it go for a little bit. And it'll start picking up massive speed around 17,000. Nose cones on my fuel tanks. Yeah, they have drag that functions, but it acts kind of funny. It's like adding weight to it, kind of. That's from what I understand how their system works. Drag just like kind of makes your aircraft like it weighs it down. But the nose cones actually have everything has a drag rating, which messes with the aerodynamics. The nose cones just have the same drag rating as the engine, so it's pointless. And the fuel tanks. Let's pitch back up to 30 because we're not accelerating very fast. And we need to get into the thinner atmosphere. Chad bald. Supposed to be having fun, bro. Yeah, it does. It just adds mass because it has the same drag number. It's like 0.2 as a fuel tank. And they like their drag model is just kind of like part by part. It's not like, oh, air on the side and air on the front. It's like, oh, we have an orange tank. What's the drag on it? So you just add mass, which does make it worse. And some of the nose cones actually have worse drag coefficients than the part itself. Alright. So, a needle point thread. Starting to get up there, starting to get some lift. Once that hits almost 100, which we're really close right now, I'm going to pitch down. So let's do that. Now eventually I should be able to pitch down even more. The more lift you have, the more you can pitch down and not worry about it. So it would be better if I had another set of wings on this actually. Alright. It's a little choppy for me too. So, okay, I'm gonna pitch down again. You know, these thrusts are increasing, and mechjeb's probably opening air intakes for us. Okay. It gets close to 100 again. We can pitch down again. Yeah. So, since we're going to Laythe, I shouldn't have to worry about that, because there's an atmosphere. I can run my jets, which are really efficient. If we weren't going to Laythe, like if we just went to the moon or Minmus, I'd just have this nuke to slow us down, which a lot of times isn't enough. Or it would take forever to do the burn. Should be going through, yep. Eventually we should be able to get down to 5 degrees. Is thrust still increasing? No, it's decreasing now. You know, so we're barely going up right now. We're like 10. In fact, I might need to pitch up some more. In fact, I think 12 was the sweet spot on this plane. Guess not. There we go. Climbing again. We're also gaining speed, which is good. Getting some re-entry effects. Should be over halfway. Okay. see how many of our intakes are open now. See, we still have most of our intakes closed. That's why you intake spam. So you can do crazy stuff like this. So let's go 20 because we need to climb and get into thinner atmosphere. So that's the one problem with space planes. If there's no atmosphere, you just, you know, you don't have anything to glide through, so it kind of just stinks. But if there's an atmosphere, then you can, like, just kind of glide through it and gently land, or at least hope you gently land. Duna has a really thin atmosphere, so I tried landing on that, and it took me like 6 or 7 times. I had to find a crater, and it was really hard to control the plane. Now our jets should be throttling back a little. Yep. Almost out? No, we still have some. How far are we? So we've traveled this far so far. Alright. Notice we're picking up massive speed now that we're getting out of the atmosphere. Well, getting out of the thick atmosphere. We'll go 15. That should be... probably leave it there for a while. Ah, circumnavigate? Yeah. Those are fun. But you have to make a fast jet or else it's like takes forever. Is there something below me? No, just saw sparkling. Circumnavigate. And we're into this tank, which isn't great, but we have to deal with it. Basically means we'll have excess oxidizer. So basically, if we get it to Laythe today, I think I'll be happy. Magellan? I think so. I think he died on his voyage, though. Somewhere in the Philippines, if I remember. Ferdinand Magellan. Portuguese. I'm looking him up right now so I can... Sail from the Atlantic Ocean into the Pacific Ocean, and first across the Pacific. First circumnavigation of the Earth, although Magellan himself did not complete the entire voyage, being killed during the Battle of Mactan in the Philippines. Ha! Philippines. That's like all I knew. Alright, it's time to kick in the rocket almost. Almost all of these should be open. Yep. I don't... I think we're gonna shoot a little lower than Laythe. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. Just needed to give it a little bump. Yeah. So do you think we should go for Laythe? I think we could. I don't know about getting back. Orbital velocity. Yeah. I mean, once you get on Laythe, water landing's easy enough, especially if you were playing a Kerbal return. Okay, let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Don't we all, though? Don't we all? So I'm gonna get to 80. Okay, slow down the time warp, and then off, and then maneuver planner, circularize, and next app apps. As they added, they moved the mechjeb thing. It used to be right on top of the. That's good. Alright, now let's check our delta V. 7829. Good, good. So we'll have like 7,700. Oh, auto warp? Maybe? We'll create it once we're out of the atmosphere. Okay. 7829? What are you talking about? Oh, delta V. I was like, that's not my apoapsis. I'm at like 80. Yeah, it's a lot. Nukes are good. Nukes are your friend. Everyone loves nukes. Everyone. You do too, you just don't know it yet. Okay, line up. Ooh, those are pretty mountains. And it'll auto warp us there. And because we're already going so fast, it'll require like nothing to circularize. So I'm going to burn us into a higher orbit after we're circularized, because we can't do high amounts of time warp. There we go, we have an orbit. Excellent. Whoa. You can stop, buddy. Alright, let's see how far we are out from Laythe trajectory. I think actually we may not be too far. "14 days. It's not bad, not bad. But I don't think we can warp through 14 days. Okay, so let's very quickly at this altitude. So we're going to change our apoapsis to 600. And we'll do it 30 seconds from now. Actually, you know what? We should really just remove that and create next. Because it'll take us a while for our burn. They had sort of volcanoes on Moho. Wait, no, on Drez. And they got rid of them because it wasn't like mocking Mercury's atmosphere. No, it was Moho. Next planned things. I have found the KSP planned features on the wiki is the most helpful resource, and I'll read it to you so you don't have to go there. On the KSP wiki, this is from the KSP wiki. I'm eating candy. I went to see Wolverine. It was pretty good. I haven't seen the other X-Men movies, but I really should. Okay, blue are planned for the next update. So they don't have any of blue right now. Alright. Alright. So the things that they want eventually in the game: repairing ability to repair certain things, enhanced IVAs, moving and interacting inside of the craft. Crew tasks: have the crew take charge of controlling the craft, provided they can handle it, like training. More pre-built crafts for tutorials. Okay, they have the astronaut complex, but they want to be able to for you to train Kerbonauts eventually. I think the next update will be big career mode. R&D: discover and improve parts. That'll be a single player thing. Mission control room, that's gonna come because we already have the thing. Create flight plans and take on missions and challenges. So all this is like towards single player. Observatory: discover new celestial bodies. So that'll probably be something like the tracking station. Sorry. Yeah, I heard that. And then, yeah. What else? Spacecraft construction, tweakables, context menu when right-clicking. A schematic visualization of the craft. Mining, they're adding resources eventually. Fairings. Spacecraft stats, saving sub-assemblies. They're also working on asteroids and more planets and moons in an asteroid belt. Yeah. It's just going to be really hard for them to do. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. That's just linking you to my channel. Well, right now, nothing happens in the game because people have modded in asteroids. Scott Manley did a series on it. It just bounces off. Because right now, Kerman is indestructible. Alright, so we're in orbit. And we need to circularize at the next apoapse. But yeah, that'll give you... I was just reading down the line. There's more. They want new lighting system, wind and turbulence, damage effects, clouds, particles, smoke trails, more craters, cities, space-centered facilities can be destroyed, sound effects update, tons of stuff. Alright. So we'll still have 7,200 meters per second, which will be enough to get us where we want to go. However, I am going to do an experiment. I think it should have been burning by now. Guess not. Yeah, I know. I never thought about it either. It's like, wait, there aren't clouds. That's why everyone was so excited when they did the renders of the thing and there was like clouds in the background. Renders of the new space facilities before 0.21 came out. Yeah, this is the first time I've used mechjeb in a while, and it's really nice. I mean, it does stuff for you. That's why it's so nice. Okay. 599 by 6. Ooh, that's nice. That's like 300 meters deviance. So let's transfer to another planet after we quick save. Quick save. So we only have to warp for a couple days. Okay, that's 2000, right? 1923. So what if we did something? I'm just curious to see if the Oberth effect changes this. Okay, create. And then if we on top of that transfer to another planet, create. Does that help us at all? Okay, let's see. Yeah, that saves us delta V. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go to the right time. And then okay, so what I did was when I got basically I tested to see, so you can tell your the delta V you're going to use by deleting, like if you put multiple nodes in advance. Okay, this might be a little weird because it's like swapping back and forth, but I could fix it, I guess, but I think we're just gonna sit here. So the Oberth effect means you get more bang for your buck the closer for your rocket fuel, the closer you burn to a gravitational body. So what I did was I put in maneuver node, changing my periapsis down to like 100 kilometers, and then I calculated how much delta V I'd use after that, and those two added up are less than this 1900. It's like 1700. So I could save a couple hundred meters per second by taking advantage of that. So let's get rid of that, because this is really starting to bug me. And at apoapsis, this is a trick. Change apoapsis to 601 at next apoapsis. Right? So it should be hardly a burn at all, but okay. Yeah, so basically if you're in high Kerbal orbit, it would take, I think, 2200 meters per second to do the burn. But if you're in a lower orbit, it takes less and less the closer you are to the gravitational body. So theoretically, if you were at like the moon, the lower the orbit you could go, the better to get back to Kerbal. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, burn. I could have just done this manually. Okay. 600. Okay, there we go. Now we're actually above the stupid boundary thing. Okay. So I'm going to time warp to that. Oh, I was wondering why it's going so slow. It's because it has to line up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a little delta V and drop my orbit back down, and then you kind of use a slingshot effect. Oh, did you see the XKCD comic? Now we die of dizziness. That's a little better. It's much better. 2, 1. Yeah, apparently XKCD was big in, like... Alright, we're gonna wait till we're, like, less than an hour before... Okay, there we go. So we're gonna change our periapsis at our next apoapsis. Actually, we could just do it now. Or actually, want to do it. Crap. So I'm gonna warp around until we're at the right spot. Want to do it. Ah, that was right spot. Want to do it here-ish. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm going to lower my periapsis. I'm going to use that to basically give me slightly more bang for my buck. That's what it comes down to. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to the transfer to another planet, and after I make this burn, which, if we would have been closer to the window, it would have been easier to do. But I'll save it real quick. We'll still have like 6,800, 6,900 meters per second, so that's good. I just hope when we go to Laythe we don't use too much jet fuel for the jets, so we don't have more dead weight lying around. Okay. So theoretically, the 240 we just burned, plus whatever this will be, should be less than 1920. Okay, that's good enough for me. Yep, it is. See that? 1400, so 1650 roughly we spent versus 1900 some. And the moon's gonna throw us off a little bit. But I think that's alright. Unfortunately, I can't project out that far because I forgot to change my freaking settings. So let's actually remove that. Go past it. and then create and execute. Oh crap. Nope, we're going around again. There we go. Create and execute. So this way, the moon won't be in our way. That was my thought. Now, I should be able to zoom out and see our orbit afterward. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's just a mechjeb thing. Don't worry about it right now. I'll try and fix it in a little bit. But what we're going to do with that is fine-tune closest approach. If we can get an SSTO to Minmus and back, you know how like awesome that'll be? It'll be like in the annals of Kerbal history, KSP history, because that's just like a ridiculous goal. If we can get him there, I'd be happy, but I mean, who's happy with stranding people, right? More chew stuff coming. It's sugar babies. Good stuff. Maybe the devs will. That'd be epic. However, while we're waiting, thanks to the wonderful power of mechjeb, we can do other things. So, I'm trying to just see if there's anything interesting. So do you want to see some of the neat statistics I get to see as a YouTuber? This might freak you out. Alright. So I'm gonna expand this. Alright, so this is pretty easy. I've monetized everything because I made like maybe 60 cents off of it. So we'll just go over the really basic stuff. So I can see how many views, how many likes, how many comments, yada yada. I can like edit them, add them to playlists. Okay, easy enough, you know. So let's go to inbox, right? And I can see all the comments and people reply to my comments and stuff, and I can comment back. But analytics. This is what I get to see. I get to see that people spent 8 days and 17 hours of their lives watching my YouTube stuff. How many views I have, how much I've earned in my lifetime. How many likes, dislikes, comments, shares, yada yada. Okay, pretty basic. Apparently it's all guys. 71 cents, yeah. It's okay, I do it for fun. If I make money off it, you know, it's nice too. But anyway, top geographies. This is where it gets a little creepy. Alright, I can see how many views I get from each country. Right? US is a big one. In fact, England is also a big one. But you get the random few from, like, I have none from China. But, you know, I think I have a couple from Saudi Arabia. I have Australia, Indonesia, New Zealand, stuff like that. That's US. But none from Iceland or Greenland. But okay. But then I can go in and be like, okay, my UK viewers, what did they watch? And I can see that they watched all this, and how long did they watch it on average, and how many minutes total did they watch, right? Okay, easy enough. But then I can go like, okay, where are my subscribers from? And I can go to my geography, I can see the nations everyone's from. I can pull up a map if I want. I can see that it estimates, since apparently I got 2 subscribers per 1,000 per 1 view from Mexico, that it thinks I'll get 2,000 subscribers per 1,000 views from Mexico, which is awesome, but never gonna happen. And you can view all these statistics, and sometimes this will probably, it's usually almost always unknown region US. But yeah. And I can also see, okay, people from the US, what did they watch? Well, I have a feeling like people are just So this obviously, I can see where my playback locations are. And obviously, since I post them on the forums, that's the big one. But then I also, okay, subfanatics.com, they have one of my videos. Oh. And I can go there. Doesn't give me a link to it, but I can just search KSP. And I think they have one thread dedicated to it. I looked up this is weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Kerbal Space Program. No, let's go to the full version. I think it's page 47 or something like that. Maybe it's 48. But anyway, somewhere on here, on one of these pages, is my video. And I actually found it before. And I'll go through a couple more, and then if we don't find it, we don't find it. Those are other videos. Anyway, so I can tell like what websites people come from. I can also see, okay, where do I get the majority of my things? And I can be like, oh, okay, external website, and it'll show me, oh, look, I have 43 views from Google. That's cool. I also have some views from, oh, I didn't notice that before. Let's go forward back to that. From Twitch, I have a couple views. You can also see Google search. Is there anything here? Sometimes it just doesn't. Okay, this is what they Google searched and found for my videos. And I can click on that and it'll Google search it for me. And there's me. No Rocket VTOL SSTO, which is pretty cool. Wow, somebody actually got one by just searching for Wargame Airland Battle. That's kind of freaky. Considering, you know, it's like so sparse. This is like, oh, like freaky kind of stuff to me. Like, they know you're watching. They know how long you watch. I can see what terms people searched for in order to see my videos. Like, if I click on KSP.1 for some reason, just because I mention them, I tend to get, there's one of mine, one of my videos right there. Oh, we're almost done. But yeah, so those are just some of the statistics, and it's really kind of cool and kind of scary all at the same time. Hey, I wouldn't mind girls watching my videos. But yeah. So, I think once this figures out what it's doing, remove all. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Quick save. Okay, so now I'm going to use fine-tune closest approach. And we're going to want about 100 kilometers. It's not my target anymore, is it? Okay, so now we're gonna warp out. Yeah, and I'm like on the front page of that for some reason. Like, I don't know how it picks. I think it has to do with tags and stuff. Okay, so now we fine-tune closest approach, and oh my gosh, that is so wrong. We done screwed something up. mechjeb! So the solution to this would be, after we quick saved here, we just point retro or prograde and pray for the best. It's gonna be over here. I don't know why it started all my engines. It's like bouncing, that's weird. Alright, smart ASS. I almost called it like the full. Oopsies. Yeah, that's weird. Because I never had that problem in old mechjeb. Good old mechjeb, what have you done? So we're gonna have to burn off more fuel. So probably that 1900 thing was right. Okay, we're negative 1.3 off. So we're basically pointing straight at it right now. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we have an intercept. That's good. And now we can fine-tune closest approach. It didn't take much more delta V, but it probably evened us out, unfortunately. So you go and execute that. I don't know why it does that. I've never encountered that problem with mechjeb before. It's never been that bad. Okay, there's also this weird glitch. That might be mechjeb too, for all I know. Will mechjeb slow down for the SOI change? Probably not. Okay, only 89 meters per second. That's not bad. So we should get to Laythe with enough delta V to get back. So we've only used about 2,000 right now. Something like that. Alright. Now we have a long wait until this burn. So what shall we discuss? Could discuss how I'm not actually previewing my own stream right now. So if it went down, yeah, I wouldn't known. Except that I'm kind of watching it too, so. Also, I don't know the way that, I mean, obviously, well, at least I hope you can stream in 720p plus, because I'm streaming in 720p, and, you know, I go to other streams, and they're like 720p, 480, 360, 240, and I'm wondering, like, what do I have to do in order to get that conversion there? Because I'd like, you know, it to be a little more accessible if somebody doesn't have internet. But it's just me thinking. Alright, let's get back. Doesn't that look pretty? Look at him in his green cockpit because of the lights of mechjeb. Look at that, it's all lit up green. Okay, we're getting close. Getting close. Man, if we can pull this off, if this doesn't work, we may have to retry it another night. But this is like the pinnacle of my engineering right here. Like for SSTO, well, in general, for Kerbal. This is the pinnacle of my engineering. Just because, you know, like 8,000 meters per second of delta V once you're in orbit, it's just like ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ludicrous. So we'll have to watch our fuel consumption on Laythe. Okay, 5 minutes to go. Have you messed much with SSTOs or? They're really neat once you get bored of other Kerbal things. So we've used over half our fuel, but we have well over half our delta V. And that's because as we burn more fuel, the delta V gets lighter, so we can push it more, basically. So I found with mechjeb, you want to fine tune it once, and it won't give you a perfect one. Okay, you're good enough, mechjeb, thank you. So now what we're going to do is keep creating nodes and see until it becomes a significant amount of delta V, as in greater than 0.1. Like 0.5 is what I'm looking for, and that usually happens around here. Yeah, that'd be neat. You could probably do it with the one I did in the tutorial. Get to the mun. I don't know about back, but yeah. Be worth trying. Because I was messing with it in 0.21 and I didn't even have to use the rockets to get into orbit. I just kept with the jet all the way up until I had like apoapsis out at like 100. And then I kicked in the jets, rockets, and circularized. Yeah, fine-tuning a couple times is always good. Go away. Perhaps now is 1,440,000. Yeah, I don't know why. It must have to do with SOI transitions. I hate how slow time warp goes once you start slowing down in your orbit. It's like they should... Yeah. Yeah, it's because it has a really thick atmosphere. Yeah, actually I found a glitch with Joule. It doesn't, like, it says the atmosphere is at 200,000, I think, but it doesn't recognize you're in the atmosphere till you're at like 137,000. I might actually have to report that. I'm not sure though. In fact, let's swap to Joule. Can I unfocus from the maneuver? Crap. What did I do? There we go. Moho, Eve, Gilly, Kerbin, Mon, Minmus, Duna, Drez, Joule. Oh, that's interesting. Right now we're on a collision course with Laythe. This might actually work out better than I thought. But yeah, so it should say atmosphere height 200,000, but when I flew through it last time, atmosphere height was like, it started at 137,000. Elu. Now next it should take us to our craft. Come on. I don't want epilepsy. I want my craft. I want my craft. Yeah. Whoa. Alright. Whatever. Oh, stop time warp, stop time warp, stop. Oh. You know what, I think we're actually gonna see where it takes us. Because right now, we're in a good spot. In fact, let's reload this. I just quick saved. I'm gonna reload it so it's focusing on our craft. Yeah, that's weird. So where is Joule? Okay. So first we're gonna just go for it and see where we end up. I'm gonna bring up the warp helper. Have it warp to SOI transition. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if that's a problem with the way they updated the order. It used to be different. So our guys have already been in orbit almost a year. Slower down. Chad Bald. You may make history, Chad Bald. Okay, we can abort this. Okay. Let's see where we are. We're still in a... Yes. This is actually great. We'll fly around. At Laythe, all going well. Let's get a look at this from here. There it is. Okay, so now I'm going to select Laythe as our target. And I'm going to set our... Yes, Tylo is the hardest. In fact, I think it's the hardest moon in the game to land on. In fact, one of the hardest planets in the game to land on. I've tried it, and it's like Kerbin's gravity, but no atmosphere, so you can't like aerobrake or anything, and you have to build a big rocket. So let's fine-tune closest approach and call it 20. Why is that so hard? Shouldn't be 182. That's okay. I'm gonna quick save it. I think we have the budget for this. Okay. Oh, it's because it's taking us out the one way. I see. It wants to get us in a normal orbit instead of like a... But yeah, Tylo is terrible. Okay. So I'm not going to save it because I think we could do that with less delta V, but I will try to make it work. I mean, if we land, obviously we're going to save it. So I think we're in a capture position right now. So let's point this guy prograde with our smart ASS. And it'll either capture us in orbit, or it'll actually like capture us landing wise. And I'd prefer to land on land, but that's a personal preference. Okay, now we're gonna warp until it stops us from warping. I like how they added the nice what is it? The advanced. Is there any land around? Okay, not really. So let's hope we just get stuck in an orbit. Oops. That's not good. Time warp is bad during aerobraking. Though it did work out pretty well. Alright, let's mess with this ourselves, right? Let's do that, and then what's it doing right now? Look at this. It's moving all on its own. We're not aerobraking, are we? No, we're not. What's going on? Look at this. It's so weird. It's still changing? Okay, that's something weird. Well, let's just time warp and see where it takes us. On Laythe. Look at that. It's like messing with our orbit as we fly without burning or anything. Alright, let's adjust it so that we don't hit the planet. Okay, that's bad. Let's go back here. Yeah, direct impact, that would be pretty funny. Alright, so let's I don't know why it was like So screwy. I was like, what is going on? Alright. Take two. That's not changing. This is not really changing. That's good. So let's do this manually, right? No, that's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it right. Alright, so we want to go the other way. We'll be in the wrong orbit, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, now there we go. There. Now I'm just going to tell it to execute that. Because that's 18. And I'm pretty happy with it. 92.2, that's less than 180. I mean, we're fighting over beans here, but you never know. Especially with me messing up some of those burns. Probably, you know, trying to redeem myself here. This mouse scroll is like throwing me off. I didn't notice it without mechjeb though, so it could be just a bug with that. Blame mechjeb for all the bugs. Every bug I encounter. My rocket exploded. Probably mechjeb's fault. Whatever. Okay. Like flies that like get in your spaceship, like space bugs. That would be pretty funny. We should totally do a mod, bug mod, splatter mod. Ever wanted to feel like you're flying through the night sky and just wanted those bug impacts? Well, wait no longer. Okay, that'll be okay. I'm gonna save it here. I also know a way of backing up my saves so that I can come back to them later. We're also gonna flip this way. Okay. So no time warp. Well, not once we're past, I think, yeah, here. No more time warp. Fest Kerbin with bugs, like everywhere. Like, the reason Kerbal's build rockets is to escape the planet. That could be the single player story mode. That's bad. I wasn't even using time warp, it just ripped apart. We have some good ideas. There we go. Okay, I think that'll fix it. We should come into the atmosphere slower this time. I'm gonna use it as like kind of ablative. So, you know, we'll pitch up. Okay. So we should bleed off a lot of vertical speed. This is going a lot better. We're going freaking fast, man. Yeah, 2 wings are definitely preferable. It looks like we had land on horizon. So that's like what, here maybe? Have we got Laythe capture yet? Not yet. Darn it, all that. Twitch broke for a second? That sucks. I'm sorry. I didn't notice it. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo. So we're gonna have to redo that burn where I point 270. This won't be that bad. So we need like an 18k periapsis, I think. In fact, you know, we might be like good like this. Let's just go on like this and see if we can weather the storm. Don't think that's where 270 is. Just, no. Okay, we're in the atmosphere. Well, we have 2 wings still. Alright, goal is to land this. Gotta do it, man. Alright. Let's go 18. 19's good too. Okay, and then surface 270 and then 10. So we'll execute that as soon as it slows us down. Maybe it's it and we just don't know. No, we're so lucky, like they don't have heat or anything. They just have like aerodynamic drag. That's what's tearing us apart. It's such a drag, man. Looks really cool though. It's like I wish I could have done that just now. They say like died almost symmetrically. Let's see this hit the ground. Well, we got captured. So we might want... So 19,000 is too low. So I think 20,000. Because I felt like we would just keep, like, continue descending, if you know what I mean. Okay, 21 it is. Prograde. Okay. And this will go 270 and 10. This is like some of the hardest parts, and this is when KSP makes me so happy we can quick save. I wish he could hold the wings together, that would be awesome. Super Kerbal, but I think we'd need Jebediah for that. In all honesty. We're not even in the thick part of the atmosphere and we're already like super hot, burning. And thick part of the atmosphere. I think we'll live this time. But will we get captured? Oh, not 220, 20. Still going too fast. Come on. So close. I think we're just gonna hope that we're close enough. How much Delta V would we have to use to get us back? Let's save it. So 21 was too high. Oh no, too much. Too rich for my blood. Okay, we're out of the atmosphere. Anything over 100? Nope. Okay, so we have to be careful. So it's like 20,005. Challenger blew up while it was launching. Columbia blew up on re-entry. I think. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I thought we were gonna make it too. We were gonna live, but we weren't gonna make it. So I think I'm gonna go 270 in negative, or in, let's do 5. Actually, we'll do 0. I think that'll be good. So hopefully it'll keep us in the atmosphere longer. They're going super fast, man. Let's look at the surface speed. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think once we hit the thick part of the atmosphere, if we haven't blown up by then, I don't think we will. Speak of the devil. So I need to... Okay, so I think I got this down. We need to go 21, but we need to enter at 5 degrees. And now we're gonna go prograde and set this up. And we're only gonna go in at 5 degrees, and then once we're actually like way slowed down, we pitch. Right, got it. This is what I did on my first Laythe landing attempt. I just did it over and over and over. I still remember it vaguely. I was listening to radio though. But now I have somebody to talk to. Mission control. Chad Bald is getting bored. I'm not. I'm so good. Execute. Yeah, it is. We might make it. We might make it. So now we're going to try like ridiculous negative pitches to try and keep us in the atmosphere for a while. And give us more drag. Yep. There we go. So now I want to point 0. Actually, I want to point prograde. So we don't get trapped in the atmosphere. I don't want to get trapped, I don't think. So this should go... At least it should. There we go. Sweet. So next time we enter, we'll be all set up for landing. Let's quick save that, because we finally got it. Yeah, I know. And they kind of do nonsensical background chatter, right? And explode. Quick save it here, because you never know. We may need to slow down some more. Okay, so now we should be pointing prograde again. It'll fix itself. Thank you, mechjeb. And we'll enter again, and this time we'll be captured. You know, I should have waited till the one side was light. Well, if this doesn't work, we'll reload. Yeah, there we go. The re-entry effects shouldn't be nearly as bad. Oops. Guess I was wrong. I'm just doing that because I kind of want to land in the light. So I'm actually going to mess with my orbit now. Maneuver planner. Change periapsis at next apoapsis. We're going to do 70. And this will allow us to warp around until our periapsis is on the light side, even though we may have to wait a little while. Because I want to be able to see where I'm landing, preferably. And, you know, be able to, like, pick out spots to land. Whee! So this will be, like, maybe 50. Oh, 15. So I don't need to. The answer is, but I kind of just want to. For me personally, I need to. mechjeb doesn't need to. Pros don't need to, but I'm not. Well, I guess maybe. I'm not a pro. Who am I kidding? Okay. Scott Manley wouldn't need to. There. Yeah, as far as I know, it doesn't either. You never know. I might find one. Okay, so let's... So now, actually, I can just warp around until my periapsis is on the light side, though it may take a little while. Because every orbit, we're going to slow down, and then we're going to speed up. So we're going to have to do, like... Luckily, Laythe orbits around Joule pretty fast. See how we're moving towards the light side ever so slowly. Yeah, he does. He's really good. He's really humorous too. His videos are great. Oh, come on. I'm getting closer. See how the light's kind of moving? The sun will eventually be over here. So we'll probably have to be over here on the orbit. Getting closer. Yeah, he has like 500 some videos. It's ridiculous. But he's been recording since like 2011. Next orbit around, maybe? So that's bad. My orbit isn't working out positively with the sun, with Kerbal. So we're going to have to wait a little bit, unfortunately, before I can do anything. And you were still on day 349. But I'm waiting for this to be, you know, somewhere near. Even if it was like, if the sun was here, I'd be okay with that. But we have to wait and see. Almost seems like it's out to get me, because now it looks like it's heading towards the dark side. Dark side of the moon. Alright, let's see, what do we have here? The Conspiracy Man. Oh, next time around. Alright, this is speed we're gonna have to kill eventually. So we may as well change our apoapsis to 100. Actually, no. What am I saying? We won't have to kill the speed eventually. We can just enter the atmosphere. So let's go change periapsis. And we'll do it to 20. And we'll do that at the next apoapsis. And then we'll just try and land from there. It's actually like very close to freezing, so you can sustain life on it theoretically. I remember some video I was watching, somebody brought a thermometer there. It was like 1 degree Celsius, something like that. Science Shemiance. No, I'm kidding. Alright. So, I think this is it. This is the burn. And then we're going to enter the atmosphere and we're going to try and fly around in order to get what we want. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna do that, except wait till we actually get in the atmosphere. We're relatively close to it. And we'll kill time warp around 30K. Or lower if we don't get re-entry effects. So now we can engage the jets and shut off the rocket. And it'll probably take it on manual once we're down to about 10K. Since we're on the dark side, we need to find somewhere to land, and that's going to be a problem because I can't see things. You know what, I think I'm actually gonna, I hate to do this to you, man. But I'm bringing it back to my last quick save. And what are we gonna do here? We're gonna bring our, oh, you know what I should have used? Landing guidance, aero brake nodes. Okay, now if I do maneuver planner, I can pick my periapsis, so we'll create. So what's my expected aero brake? Abort. Okay, crap. Create. No. Nope. Remove. Alright. This should show us where, let's try, oh, I wonder if it's because there's no actual air braking going on, we just fall into the atmosphere. 30, create node. Yeah, there we go. So that's what 30 would get us. What would 29 get us? Okay, what about 25? Nope. 27? Nope. 28? That's pretty good. I like that. Execute next node. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this at Apple Apps. See, less delta V burned. Yeah, I'm real sorry I reloaded, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get us into a lower orbit so I can not waste the delta V. Flying around on Laythe, waiting for somewhere to land, so we get to actually like pick where we land. Yeah, see how it shows me my orbit after the air brake? That's part of the landing guidance. It's really nice. Four, 3, 2, 1, burn. What is going on? Nope. That was very odd. No idea. I don't even... I have no idea what's going on. Maybe that was confusing it. Alright. 6, 5. Come on. You can do it, Planey. There we go. Okay, remove all nodes. I'm going to put it there and lock it, and then I'm going to pick show air brake run nodes. We're going to bring this down just that's good. Okay, so here's the luck. 575 meters per second is its predicted slowdown. In fact, I should get rid of that now. Air brake nodes, and then smart ASS, and execute once you come out of time warp. Just point prograde. Should start slowing down soon. Hello, other user who has joined, and I will know name shortly. Dun dun dun. What's up, Montana Dave? Yeah, that's right. I figured out the chat feature that shows me who's in chat. I realized it last night after I streamed because I was like, hello, random person who joined. Well, that's cool. Lurking's fun. We're trying to land an SSTO on Laythe. We got here with... unfortunately, I'm using mechjeb. I apologize if you don't like mechjeb. Okay, sweet. Well, welcome. It's a very fun game. It's probably one of the most fun games I've ever played. And the prediction was off. Anyhow. We're gonna take it. Because we can. And this is the other planet that has an atmosphere that that's like oxygen in the Kerbal system. It's not a planet, it's actually a moon. But I have a jet on it. Oh, nice. 3 days. Did you get on Steam sale? Or did you miss that? Because it was dirt cheap. It was like, well, okay, it was money off. Do you think it was worth it? Okay. I'd say wait on mechjeb then. If you haven't messed with it before, just wait on it. You don't need mechjeb. Learn on your own, and then if you're having trouble with things, you can get mechjeb. Yeah, this is like my favorite game of all time since it came out. It's like ridiculously awesome. So we're gonna try and bump up our flight. Oh, look at those effects. They added these effects in the last update. In fact, you might have gotten it after the update came out. If so, that's good for you, because the update was pretty sweet. Okay, there's something up there. I'm seeing land. Okay, let's see if I can use my trick. Not really. There'll be something there. Alright, so... Oh, crap. Oops, I did it again. Yeah, they do. They're a lot better. Alright. Take, what is this? Take infinity. Landing guidance, show arrow brake. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to fix that so it doesn't capture us. So I'm going to point prograde, which is the way we're heading, versus the opposite of the way we're heading. I don't know what terms you know. Ah. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. That's good for me. What? Were you horrified by something? Okay. Good. Good. Then you should be able to get most of the stuff I say. Or all of it, actually. Alright. So, this is a single stage to orbit. And I haven't refueled it at all. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm an engineer. Well, I'm going to school for engineering. And this is like the ultimate game. I'm like, it's like Minecraft in space, but it's not. And it's like awesome. What happened? Our plane flew apart again. Let's start going up again. Here we go. So now, once we get out of the atmosphere, I slowed down enough that I just use the atmosphere to slow down, because there's no heat effects yet. That's something they have to add in the game. It's still a work in progress. So now I think what I'm going to do once I'm out of the atmosphere, I'm still working on that. Alright, I'm going to... Okay, we're out of the atmosphere. I think I'm going to schedule a burn like here. And we're going to do retro. In fact, we could do it back here. And let's see where that takes us. I like that. I like that. And it doesn't cost us too much delta V. Mechjeb like does maneuvers for you, so it's kind of cheaty that way, but... So we're in a good position right now. Wow, that's pretty awesome. 430 tons is ridiculous. I almost got a 100 tons to the moon and landed on it, but that's another story. And the orbit, I think I got the rocket into orbit, but I needed like a stage in between. I'll have to show it to you, because we just eventually gave up on it because I started just like strapping boosters to the side. That's ridiculous. 430 tons. Alright, so we're gonna try this. And I think that's good enough for me. We're gonna lock in there for now. I'm not gonna save it. Okay, I'm trying to get maybe a landing over here, so if we enter the atmosphere like here. Come on. Okay, it's a little late, but maybe we can turn and get that. Hallelujah. Okay, smart ASS. Smart ASS, you probably find that humorous. I found it humorous the first time, I'm not gonna lie. But so this will help us with our attitude control. This is basically like almost real, I want to say. It's kind of like if you could actually like kind of command your rockets to do what you want to do. Wow. That's ridiculous. I don't know if I could handle that. Like, in fact, what we should be doing is probably pitching up. Or at least be flat. And once we get to 20,000, I'll slow down. There we go. And we're going to turn on the jets and turn off the rocket. And hopefully not explode. And so, I'm thinking here. Not quite sure though. Gonna turn off Smart ASS. Turn on the SAS. And we're on manual. Switching to manual. This targeting computer's off. I'm alright. Yep. Okay, come on. I'm trying to like stabilize this. The more we can glide out of this, the better. This is the only other planet, or it's actually a moon, but it's the only other celestial body you can actually use jets on. No, you can't lower A ray because there's no oxygen in those atmospheres, which is what's used to combust in the atmosphere. I don't know, but that's what's used to combust. Still getting some re-entry effects. They actually, Kethane, which is another mod, it's resource, actually has a thing where it like burns kethane, kind of like jet fuel, and that'll work in almost any atmosphere. I want to get this thing turned to the dark side of the farce. Doesn't. No, frick. Frick. Why did I do that? I shouldn't. 4 times time acceleration. Curse you. Curse you 4 times time acceleration. Alright. Take 2. We're just burning retrograde. Because I kind of know what I'm doing now. Scramjets? That would be awesome. Alright, let's try that. And mechjeb. Mechanical Jebediah. Will you save me? Jebediah. Yeah, that would be awesome. Just like get stuff, put a scramjet on your rockets. Okay, so I overshot a little bit because I'm going to try and aim for here now. And try and use less jet fuel. Okay. Actually, that looks pretty flat. But we're actually shooting for Wow, it feels like we're right over the crater. Okay, here we go. Start slowing down here soon. Yeah, you would. So I think I'm quite... Oh, crap, I can't save it here. I was gonna say, I think I'm quite happy with saving it here. Let's go 273, because we're slightly off kilter. Is that more like 76, actually? Oh boy. Some rough terrain here. Okay, mechjeb, you're off. I feel like maybe if we looped around back here, what do you guys think? Yeah, I know. Laythe is not known for being flat. I'm thinking maybe this ridge here, somewhere down here. That would be a short runway though. Ooh, there's a plateau. Actually, I'm gonna head for the try and head for. I can't tell if that looks kind of like a plateau to me. But in the landing gear, by the way, really, it actually works this way, surprisingly. Let's see how fast we can turn this. Not fast enough. We're like flying sideways. Okay, there we go. Come on. Don't point towards the ground. Alright, the less we point towards the ground, the better. There's our shadow, which was also added in this update. Better shadows. Why? Be hilarious if I landed backwards, but it ain't happening. Though like half our plane survived. This is ridiculous. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing. Except I'm gonna try and mess with my orbit a little bit. So point retrograde. Let's try doing this. Flattening out my trajectory a little bit. There we go, we'll try that. Now I think we'll be able to pick better where we land. It's actually quite pretty. Yeah. I am kind of nuts, but I seriously wasn't trying to land it backwards. That would be like absolutely insane though if I actually got it to work. I thought about bringing parachutes on the plane, but after testing it like just reduced my delta V too much, and every time like I'd just flip out and die. I have hotkeys to the jets. Hotkeys. Oh, that doesn't look that bad. It looks a little hilly, but I mean compared to this crap, I mean man. So we know the flat part was over there, so let's start turning that way a little bit. It would have been awesome if I landed it backwards. Yeah, my float plane. If only I could... I almost got that to launch a rocket. I like strapped a rocket underneath it, and I almost got it into orbit, but the rocket, not the plane itself. So I think we're gonna max out at 2 times time warp, guys. I'm not liking what 3 times is looking like. Okay, and we're gonna turn off time acceleration. So should I try for this ridge or this like back thing here? Limited time. You have a limited time offer. I wish I could save it in atmosphere. Any ideas, guys? Ridge or like back here? That's all you have to say, back here or ridge? Whoever looks best. Okay, I think back here then. Line it up a little bit better. Land it. Okay, this is probably the hardest part. Actually landing it. So what I'm gonna try and do is float it down some. And then I'm gonna turn right slightly. Right? Okay, let's turn on the lights. Get an idea of where we are. So we're going the better. Oh, Montana, if you want, you can look up, I did a basic tutorial on my YouTube. It's very basic, it's like a design that'll get you to orbit, but I mean, come on, no. Crap. Well, this thing's screwed. Vessel is destroyed. Cannot autosave. Alright. This time? It's like... It's me and Time Warp, man. It's a love-hate relationship. I love it, it hates me. Let's check our delta V. It won't go below 4,000. Okay. Let's try doing something like that. Gonna try a different area to land. So I've landed in this area before, and it's about as bad, but I figure we might be able to make it better. Chad Ball, no. I don't know why he's picking this stupid planet to land on. I mean, oh man, it's a moon. Well, I guess I just promoted a moon to a planet, but whatever. Not terribly concerned about it. I'm sure the Kerbal Astronomical Society can redo its. It's about 70% the thickness of Kerbin. But the reason nothing explodes is because there's air resistance, yes, but there's no like heat calculations done yet. There's just the pretty lighting. So that's something that they're going to add eventually. And woe will be the day when all of my rocket designs don't. Time warp. Okay, so basically once I enter the atmosphere, 40,000, and that's all I allow myself time warp wise. Yep. Everyone is, man. It's just a way of life. Alright, let's see. My KSP is glitchy right now. So this will rotate towards us. So right there should be good. Just warp all the way around. Must say the cinematics are great in this game though. Yep, heat shields. They have a mod that does it. I don't know if you've seen Deadly Reentry. There's also FAR, which makes better aerodynamics. So, I think 30,000 actually. As long as I don't kill it. Okay. Look how flat it looks from the air. Yeah, that's right. That's right, little Ray. So as soon as I see heat, how about that? Yeah, I think they will. They better. Yeah. Supposedly it's like as close as you can come. But okay, we're gonna try to land over here. My little buttercup has the sweetest smile. Yeah, we were actually talking about that earlier, quite coincidentally. Me and little Ray. So this high up, I think I'm safe to do time warp. Like not 4 times, but 3 times. And once I'm getting... Okay. So now I'm gonna stick to 2 times. I tried a different approach. Alright. So we're gonna try for this flat part here. I think the top of the mountains, like the ridges, will be good. As soon as blue hits that, I'm gonna cut the throttle. In fact, I'm gonna cut it now. My little bit. Alright, I heard of it about one of the Hey, I think Scott Manley talked about that. And the 3 frames per second, they were like, oh, that's not bad at all. And then they're like, okay. And so they came down and landed, and then it was like, holy crap, that was really bad. I can't believe you guys survived this. And they're like, what? Yeah, Scott Manley actually talked about that. I remember. Smarter because of Scott Manley. Do you know who Scott Manley is, Montana? Yep. Okay, now we're going to glide at no more than 2 times time acceleration and me not touching the controls. Yeah, yep. Have you seen the one with him talking about poop squishing? That one's always fun. I was gonna say all of his videos are a blast, but then I realized how punny that would be. Yep. And he works for like a company that does like Twitter stuff. Okay, so I think even though it's downhill, this section coming up here looks to be about the best if I can line it up right. Like down this way. If only that were the case. I can totally pilot a rocket while I'm looking at it from the outside without any oxygen. Okay, we're coming down a little fast. This is the most promising landing so far. Okay, there's a little ridge there. Okay. Come on. Come on. Don't die. Don't die. Oh man, my heart and adrenaline. Still have a lot of Delta V. That's worthy of a quick save. Oh man. Okay. Now you want to see my trick for getting the guy off without a ladder? It's a genius tactic that hopefully nothing explodes because of. Now he'll hop out and he can fall down. And we've got to plant a flag. In fact, this is the first flag in any other planet, I think. In this save, anyway. It's not my personal any other planet save, but now we can plant a flag. Nice canding. Canding. Yeah, I bet. I don't remember the Kerbal's name, so we're gonna call this Montana. After you, Montana Dave. Because Lil Ray Ray has a flag named after him on the moon. Lil Montana, how about that? Lil Montana. There we go. First SSTO to Laythe. And back, hopefully. Chad Bold. Little Montana. Chad Bold. No, it's Chad Bald. Courageously piloted this craft. Okay, now we need our actual, like, screenshot. Screenshot. Sweet. Alright, now let's get him back in the plane. Yep, that's what I usually do. If I only have a couple people on, which is about 99% of my streams, I'll generally name it after the viewers. Because I wouldn't be doing this without you guys, so, you know, may as well, right? So, come on, wake up, Chad Bald. I was calling them Chad Bold again. So now the trick is, when I pull the landing gear back, the reason I only do one is because A, it tilts the wings, but B, if I do both of the back ones, a lot of times when I, come on, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. A lot of times, there we go. When I do the, when I put them back down, the nuke on the back will fall off. I had that happen a couple times on my first SSTO on Laythe, which wasn't actually like a full SSTO mission. It was like, oh, I'm like missing the UI and I'm wondering what's going on. So now hopefully, heck yes. If you don't have Steam, it's F1. Okay. Now we quick save because we actually got him back and everything lived. And we turn off the brakes. And we full thrust. And we pull up. And hopefully this is how I take off my SSTOs. Look at the extended shadow. We're a couple kilometers up. Too hipster. No, I like Steam. I have several games on it. Yeah, I know. I'm glad we brought it down on that spot. It made takeoff super smooth and landing. That's great. As long as we have plenty of fuel left, we'll be fine. So now once we get to, I think actually we should start probably flattening it out a little bit now. I'm just going to stick it on. It's a lot easier to SSTO from Laythe because of the thinner atmosphere. So I think I'm going to stick it on like 35 or 40 and just let it sit. We came, we saw, we conquered. And then we left because we didn't care anymore. Because mission accomplished. So if this dips below 1,000, I'll be worried, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, look at that velocity. Now mechjeb will auto throttle for me, so I don't have to worry about that with jets, because jets tend to flame out. That would be awesome. Man, I don't even think they've thought of a sequel. Oh, look at that. It's almost in space. Nope, 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 nope. See, that's mechjeb. It's auto-throttling for me. Oh, good. It's in space. Okay. Yeah, because of the time warp issues. Have you read into that at all? I mean, you just got the game recently, so I don't know. Let's see. As soon as this drops below 1 Newton apiece. Okay, so now cut that. Activate our rocket. Get us out just past 60, I think. Okay, a quick save, that's good. So now I'm burning upwards at the same time so I can try and maintain. Oh crap. Should have gone faster on the jets. Yeah, there is. There are a couple different ways they do it. One is like they log the player, like time-wise, and each time you go away, it like gets to the next to the farthest forward player. So anyway, we need to go something like here. Should have taken it back off, but oh well. Too late now. You're gonna waste a lot of Delta V doing this. As long as we have like 2200, we can get back. Or we could just use our jets and try and boost us into a higher. You know what? I have an idea. We're gonna do what we just did. Yeah, I know. Okay, so what I just did was I came back in the atmosphere. And I think that was enough. Sorry for the noise. But as soon as I get back in the atmosphere, I'm gonna start burning again. My jets. In fact, we may as well burn as much as we can here. Get up to maybe 1200. Now we wait. I think we're doing the whole mission tonight, guys. 'Cause this is awesome. I'm willing to stay up for this. Alright, let's use this. Nope, no, 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 no. Crap. Stupid me, stupid me. So, gosh darn it. I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did the first time, because we had the Delta V to do it. Gonna burn it like 50. You guys still with me? Yeah, sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna burn this way for a while. Okay. So once we're up to 1600, I should have stuck with the first time I did it. This is really stable. I think I've done this before. Yeah, look at that. I think we can make this. Should start going up now. Okay. And go. Now we have a lot more velocity than last time. Maybe not as much fuel. That's okay.